guys, my name's Dave from Guitar Zero to Hero, and in this video I'll be giving you an overview and brief demo of the new Orangewood Cleo, which is one of 3 new guitars from their new Topanga range. I'll also be doing a side-by-side comparison of this guitar versus what was previously their most expensive Grand Auditorium cutaway, which is the Orangewood Sage from their Highland range. So you can hear and see for yourself the improvements that they've made to their already impressive range of guitars. So first of all, let's talk about the specs of the Orangewood Cleo. Now what you get is a torrefied solid Sitka spruce top matched with solid Pau Ferro back and sides in a Grand Auditorium cutaway shape. Now the Grand Auditorium cutaway shape is one of my most favored guitar sizes personally for me, just because the size is big enough so it still sounds big when strumming, but also sounds great for folk and finger picking, and it isn't uncomfortable when sitting on your lap. The cutaway is also helpful when you want to play leads as well, and getting up to these high frets. Now you'll also notice that we have a natural gloss finish on this body, which works really well together with the dark color of the Pau Ferro back and sides. Now what I'm really glad about is that Orangewood haven't given the neck a gloss finish. It's just the regular satin finish on the back, which is great because it's just smoother to play and allows you to move up and down the neck a lot easier. You'll also find a mother of pearl rosette on the front, and on the back a center strip inlay, which looks really nice, and I think that's a great touch, you know, to make this feel like a really high-end guitar, to make the back of the guitar look luxurious as well. You'll also notice that Orangewood have slightly tweaked their logo up here at the headstock, and the logo itself is a really subtle inlay. It's not just printed on. Now moving on, and the Cleo is equipped with a tusk nut and saddle and open gear Grover tuners, but in gold. And I'm an absolute sucker for gold hardware, so well done on that. All of my favorite guitars in my collection have gold hardware. So that's the Orangewood Cleo, which is the Grand Auditorium from the Topanga range, but you can also get a Dreadnought or Grand Concert variation of this exact guitar, which are the 2 other models from the Topanga range. All 3 of them retail for $895 US, with an optional LR Baggs Anthem pickup for an additional $300. And each guitar comes with a solid hard case and an optional pickguard as well. So enough about the features, let's take a listen to the new Orangewood Cleo. So what are my thoughts on this guitar? Well, when I first received it, I opened it up and I was genuinely impressed with how it looked. And I love the vintage vibe, and I also love the bling on my guitars. So, gold hardware combined with, mother of pearl rosettes and inlays, it's right up my alley. But more importantly, how does it play? Now, I definitely have to give props to the Orangewood setup team. Out of the box, I just had to do a quick tune, but after that, it played pretty much as smooth as butter. Like really low action, no buzz, just really responsive and overall easy to play, which is great. That's what you want in a guitar. Now, let's compare this to the Orangewood Sage over here, which is the Grand Auditorium cutaway model from the Highland range, which was previously their most expensive model. So what's similar between the two? Well, both feature the exact same dimensions, scale, size, tusk nut and saddle, and ebony fretboard. As far as the differences go, this Sage has a solid mahogany back and sides and an all satin finish, as opposed to Pau Ferro back and sides and a gloss finish. There's no mother of pearl, rosette, or inlay on the Sage, and you get chrome Grover tuners as opposed to gold. So the main difference from a tonal standpoint really is just the Pau Ferro back and sides on the Cleo versus mahogany on the Sage. So let's hear the two side by side. Okay, so overall, both sound great. Both are set up equally well. But in my opinion, I did feel that the Cleo had a slight edge over the Sage. The Sage sounds beautiful to my ears, but it was a little more refined. Whereas the Cleo's mid to high range had more character to it, which I felt resulted in an overall richer sort of vintage acoustic tone. This is something you not only hear, but you can also feel it in your fingers and on the body when you play it. I'd love to hear what you guys thought. Leave a comment below. All right, to sum it up, Orangewood really have delivered here, and you really get value for money in my opinion. So it's under $1,000 US, but plays and sounds like something double its price. And I think their wood selection as well as the excellent setup job they do in the factory makes this possible. And in a perfect world, I would love it if you could try the guitars somehow before buying, but I guess Orangewood are confident enough with their quality control that they're willing to just sell online only. And they do offer returns as well, I believe, if you're not fully satisfied. So that is a bonus. Now, for full disclosure, my thoughts and opinions on this guitar are completely my own. Orangewood sent me the guitar to review, but they did not pay me for this video. But if you do like what you see and hear and buy a guitar through the link in the description below, I do earn a small affiliate commission at no extra cost to you, of course, but that just helps support my channel. But I would encourage you to take a look, listen to the demos on their site or from other reviewers, do your own research if you like what you heard, and don't just take my word for it. Now, if you guys have any other questions about this guitar or the Topanga range in general, then please leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.